Okie dokie. So, where we last left off, the ship had just landed on this jungle planet, towing behind you the kind of erect hull of the pirate ship that had just ambushed you probably a few days prior. And as you make dock, kind of hovering a little bit over the water so that the cargo hold isn't flooded, um, the planks are laid, the planks and ramps are laid down so that the crew can disembark. And as you're kind of stepping down onto the dock of this kind of jungle village along the coast, you start to realize that it's, aside from the noise in the jungle, it is eerily quiet. There are these kind of these wooden houses and shacks that make this kind of small village. A few kind of adobe like houses made out of mud bricks, and you see like a few kind of small plots of garden for gardens and animal pens. But you can see from a distance that some of these animal pens are wrecked, and as the basically to catch everyone up from last session, the captain has tasked you all with investigating the village, while the crew kind of finishes getting ready to disembark and kind of make some impromptu repairs to the ship itself. How would you all like to proceed?
I'm going foraging.
So I guess Squish isn't wandering off because that was when I was missing.
Yeah.
In that case, can I use that sweet perception roll to investigate now? Since that was the perception roll that's going to lead Squish into the jungle.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So 28 plus 1.
All right.
Do I smell anything unseemly?
So, Squish, you smell a number of things, and it's kind of thick in the air with this tropical humidity. You smell kind of faint traces of blood. You smell kind of the rotten sweetness of overripe fruit. And you also kind of smell... It's kind of like a mix of blood, sweat, and overripe fruit.
Okay, Squish is going to go after the smell of blood.
Okay. All right. And as you go after that smell, it's going to take you towards one of the houses. As you see that the door has been chewed through. Make an investigation roll for me.
Oh, before Squish goes there, let's see. Squish, would you be in... Nope, Squish doesn't say anything. Squish just wanders off after the blood. And this will be a loft. A 2!
What the hell?
Wow.
All right. So Squish, as you wander off, you just kind of zoom into this house, and the only thing you really focus on is the taste of the blood as you find a small gnome body that has been chewed and gnawed on. It's messy, but you can see like something kind of chewed the flesh off down to the bone.
Hmm.
And
Let's see. Yeah, Squish is gonna poke its head out of one of the windows and shout to the rest of the party, "I found a dead body!
You found a what?
I found a dead body!"
Oh dear.
But I
This is
did
gonna
not
go.
make it dead. It was like that when I got here.
Thank goodness. Athoz is gonna go and go to where Squish is to see if he can find anything else.
okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
With a D4.
That's not what I was looking for. Hang on. Investigation. And 12 looks like.
All right. Yeah, so with that 12, you see that something has chewed through the door. Kind of seems to be maybe about knee high, and you can see like the scratches of the little claw marks. You see like a tuft of fur that got caught in the door as whatever it was kind of squeezed through. And the inside of this house is a mess. The claws are, you see that they are, looks like kind of four-fingered claws. And you can see the prints in kind of the soft dirt and mud. It's probably unlike anything you've seen before.
Fascinating.
Squish is going to sort of silly putty style press part of its plasm into one of the more clear wounds and try to mimic the shape of the teeth that made one of the chomps.
Okay.
I do not know what I should roll for that.
I'm gonna let you do either medicine or nature.
Let's go with medicine.
Okay. All right. So with a with a 20, whatever made these like bite wounds, you see it kind of from the shape of the bite wounds. It seems like this creature has two top and bottom incisors that do most of the biting.
But they're not like humanoid teeth.
They're not humanoid teeth at all.
Yeah, Squish will assume that shape for the naturalist Athoz to take a conclusion from it. I guess it'd be plaster more than putty. The horrifying sight of Squish just growing a big pair of chompers and like just chomping them at Athoz a little bit, demonstratively.
Huh. This isn't a creature that I've seen. And Ace is gonna take some of the fur that's on the doorway,
Okay.
sticking out, and he's gonna try to sorry, deduce what kind of creature based on Squish's little performance and the fur, and
Okay.
as well as the claw marks.
Give
If
me
he
a
has seen something similar,
give me a nature roll with advantage.
not sure. Vintage.
And D4. D4's forever.
Nature. 24.
All right, with the 24. So from what you can ascertain, Athoz has probably seen space hamsters before. Typically, they're beasts of burden, kind of large, maybe like horse-sized mammals that are just giant hamsters. The teeth that Squish replicates kind of reminds you of that, but you know that a regular sized space hamster is much too big to have kind of made an opening in this door like it has. And the kind of top teeth of a space hamster's jaw is much shorter than the bottom teeth. And it kind of looks like whatever did this, it reminds you of space hamsters, but the teeth that kind of Squish has made this kind of plastered putty of kind of resembles like two really long tusks close together. And while the two of you are doing that, what is Durakka and Ari doing?
Ari is straight up foraging. She wants snacks.
I guess Durakka is just kind of searching the area.
Okay. Go ahead, give me a perception or investigation.
Yeah, let me... Blah, blah, blah. Let me see, perception. Boom.
All right, with that 11, you come across kind of a number of different scenes similar to what Athoz and Squish are investigating. You see a few scenes like some gnomes. A gnome was caught ambushed in their garden and ripped apart. You see another gnome tried to make a run for it in the mud before getting caught, and then their body was dragged off into the underbrush to be consumed. You see some scenes of fighting, but it looks like whatever attacked these gnomes, it appears to be like a pack hunter animal. It just swarmed them and outnumbered them. And then Ari, give me a nature roll.
On it.
Coo,
Yeah.
motherfucker. Coo.
We're still here.
Yeah, so Ari, you kind of wander off in search of something to snack on. Maybe that kind of halfling hunger kind of gnawing at your stomach as you get distracted by the prospect of food. As you kind of wander into one of the gardens, and you find that all the vegetables have been kind of pulled up from the ground and eaten.
Oh, those sacks of shit.
Particularly carrots, several heads of lettuce and cabbage, and even the celery.
Not the celery.
And you feel it before you see it. All of you do, actually, as there's this kind of rumble that booms through the jungle, kind of makes the earth shake with large vibrations. And I actually made a sound file ages ago just for this occasion. I'm gonna put that in the VC mutes.
I'm listening to
Big
it.
one.
As the jungle suddenly goes quiet, you hear the rumble of these slow footsteps, and then kind of a low, brassy rumble, kind of like a tuba, and then what kind of sounds like a set of trumpets, and then kind of a low, kind of slow rumbling chittering as the jungle goes quiet.
The hell was that?
All right, let's see.
Probably some animal.
Look at this. Now I have the pigeon rolls.
Everyone
and
else
laugh.
make a perception roll.
Right here. Let's see. Perception. A 9.
And those booming sounds come closer and closer. Give me just a second. Let me do. Oh yeah. So what all of you hear next is a scream. Ari, for you, it's almost instinctual as that loud booming suddenly becomes faster, as if something on 4 legs is barreling towards you, and you hear this loud trumpeting screech as something picks you up and carries you off into the jungle. Or not just into the jungle, but through the village as you're shaken like a rag doll. It comes in like a force of nature, crashing through one of the empty houses before just leaving a cloud of rubble and dirt in its wake, as the 3 of you hear Ari screaming.
Well, would she scream though?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If she's getting, like, picked up and carried by God knows what, yeah, she'd be yelling.
Yeah, yelling. Not like eek, but more like, come get me, you huge bastards.
Just what the fuck is this shit?
Squish, we gotta go. R's in trouble, looks like.
Yeah, as soon as Ari, well, pretty much as soon as That happens. Squish is heading right in that direction at full speed.
All right. And whatever it is that carries Ari off kind of disappears into the jungle. You hear the booming, quaking footsteps, and then it's gone just as quickly as it came. And
What? It's that much faster than me?
it's big.
It's zooming.
It's zooming. But as you all kind of gather around, what you see in the kind of muddy trails of the village kind of leading north is a footprint that kind of looks like this. Or footprints.
I've seen bigger.
It's a space ostrich.
A spostrich.
A spostrich.
We must go and defeat this ostrich and save our friend.
Yeah, Squish is probably not waiting. Well, all right. Squish, you got sense? Yep. Squish has enough sense not to just keep charging after this creature.
Ace is gonna look at Squish and ask, "Hey, Squish, can you pick up Miss R's scent so that we can try to follow her?"
Oh, that's easy. I will just smell for things that are stolen. Oh, God.
God damn. No. I was thinking more in terms of her as a person, but hey, that works too. If you can smell something that's familiar that Miss Ari had borrowed. from
Yeah,
us.
like your spell book. Jesus. She doesn't actually have it right now, does she?
I don't think so.
I think she
Yeah,
gave it
I
back.
think you had it last.
She gave it back once we got to the ship.
Yeah, Squish will try. Although, really, Ari's scent is one thing, but I'm willing to bet that this big son of a bitch has a pretty obvious scent, right? I mean,
Yeah. I'd say it's a pretty obvious scent.
plus, I mean, you don't go through the jungle when you're that big without leaving pretty obvious wake.
Oh yeah. So feel free to do a perception or investigation with advantage.
Ooh, advantage. Don't mind if I do.
All right. So with that 19, there is a pretty clear path straight ahead. And you notice that the smell that this creature has is it's big, kind of smells best way I can describe it is kind of like an earthy musk, like kind of like if you were, I don't know, out in the field with some cows. It smells like a mammal.
Okay.
And is it fair to say that Squish is leading the way?
Oh, yeah. Squish has very little patience for this. They know where Ari is. Ari might be eaten. Squish has to stop that from happening.
All right.
Only Squish is allowed to eat Ari.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. She'd be like, what, 20 calories?
Yeah.
All skin and bones.
All right, so with Squish leading the way as you head up the muddy trail north, you come across another kind of house, a house on the outskirts of this village, as you see the scene of another house being chewed through and destroyed. And up the path is this wagon that looks like it got crushed by the rampaging creature, and around you, kind of in the bushes, you see leaves and branches kind of shifting and moving as if something is watching you from the foliage, and you hear little chirps and chitters, little kind of sounds like kind of like a purr followed by like a kind of a weak sound. And humor me, but everybody roll for initiative.
What?
Me too, or no?
No, just not you.
Gotcha.
Oh, so she's not everybody now. I see how it is. You get carried off by a monster and you just don't even matter.
Okay, give me just a second as the foliage starts to rustle, and you see these kind of short, small, knee-high creatures as a pack kind of rush out to meet you with carnivorous intent. And they are kind of dark brown and light brown hued. They kind of blend into the foliage as you see kind of knee-high creatures.
My God. Space guinea pigs, I should have known.
They're actually velocipigs.
Naturally.
Naturally, of course. The loss of pigs.
All right, and let's see. All right, so Athoz, you get to move first.
I never thought that I had the chance to see velocipigs. It's kind of a shame, though, as he holds his rapier. Do you think they're edible? As,
Everything
Athoz
is
looks at
edible to
Durakka.
me, but I will see if it's edible to you.
Athoz gonna look at Durakka. Well, what do you think? Do you think they're edible?
I think if you're, strong and willing enough, anything can be edible.
I like Durakka.
He's gonna hold his blade. He's gonna point his blade out, and the party's gonna see the weave wrapped around his blade. And hello? Oh, I forgot about these. He's gonna shoot out a fireball. How far is it to not kill us? Hang on. It's a 20 radius.
Yeah, right here.
So.
Right.
Right here, I think. Yeah, so it'd be
Congrats,
Right
they're
here.
all dead. Um, as Athoz, you toss out the fireball in this fiery magical explosion. Charred little velocipig bodies kind of fly all over the trail. As you have basically started the beginnings of a forest fire in a jungle. And the velocipigs are dead as you hear kind of these loud chirps and squeaks coming from the other side of the house as you hear other velocipigs that were probably about to sneak up on you scatter off into the jungle out of sheer terror.
I should
Well, now
probably
these-
fix it.
These ones are definitely more edible now.
Extra charred. Do you think I should probably fix this fire?
Probably might be best, honestly.
All right, hang on. I think I got this. I'm very bad of element stuff. So and he's gonna think of it for a second, and he is gonna focus on himself. And you see, I actually don't fucking remember what they look like. Hang on, before I say that. God damn it, I hate when these... Okay, so you see, like, fin-like horns appear on his head. Pure white. As he takes a deep breath and lets out a bunch of cold and ice to try to calm the fire.
All right. And you are successful as you stop the fire. There's a momentary sizzle as the fire is extinguished, and then it is gone.
Well,
Squish ripples in a fashion that suggests amusement. All the time we are sailing, you can't use that spell because of the flow. And now we are finally on a rock again, and you still can't use it, or you will burn the entire jungle down. Life is hard.
it is unfortunate, yes, but I have other spells that can be useful. And besides, look at me as he waves his tail. Fire. Look at me. I can create other elements with a little help.
It was neat. You made cold happen. I'm going to eat your leftovers now.
Go for it. I had I kept this into memory, so I kept track of the weird pigs, the weird guinea pig. God, I hate these. The velociraptor pigs.
Yeah, when Squish is going to offer a charred and smoldering velocipig to Durakka.
Durakka graciously just grabs it and just rips off a chunk off the bone. with her
Yeah,
teeth.
and then Squish gonna munch on the rest of them. Does Squish taste any humanoid blood in with the meal it consumes and melts?
I'm gonna say you do taste humanoid blood. These velocipigs are omnivores. But they they appear to be omnivores, but also opportunistic carnivores as well.
Well, they do eat their babies on Earth.
And they taste kind of somewhere between duck and rabbit.
Ooh, that's sumptuous. It is not as good as Skrag's cooking, but it is still very good, Athoz. Thank you. Fire makes it better.
You're welcome. Question mark? I'm not sure if that's an insult or a compliment, to be honest with you, but
Hey, a fire spell. That's very imprecise, but you know, a good roast.
I could roast. I don't even know roast like a fucking microwave, but a roast nonetheless.
Hmm.
Um, you guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we still need to find Miss Ari.
Oh my gosh, Miss Ari. Squish leaves immediately on the trail again.
All right. Give me just a second here. All right. So, heading further up the trail, you come across what looks like a lab, or a laboratory of some kind, as it's this tall building, almost like a greenhouse, as it kind of sits on top of this kind of small stream, and you can see where where the massive thing has basically kind of charged through it and made its own path, as it decided to go straight through the building rather than around it. And inside you see some smashed glass containers, water water-based vegetation kind of scattered around, and you see these two massive I'm trying not to break down into laughter, but you see two Tricera-pigs, huge guinea pigs with 3 horns on each head, as they are drinking from some of these water-filled containers and making kind of low rumbling squeaks. Not as low as the ones you heard in the village.
Sorry, I played the big one too.
I made a second one, Riley.
It
I made a second
actually
one.
was kind of ominous.
Oh, no.
Everyone should listen to it. I'm not going to tell you why, but when you figure it out. I know. Like actually creepy somehow.
I am a sound designer.
Oh, brother.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm gonna
please
say
continue.
the big one too is what you hear as you come up upon these two Tricera pigs.
They're just chatting.
How big are these Triceratops?
Like Triceratops.
Yes, they are Triceratops sized. Oh, that's not a very helpful picture. Hold on.
Well, kinda.
30 feet long and almost 10 feet tall.
Oh dear.
There you go.
Oh, there. Oh, thank you.
Simplified.
Hey, can we say that Skrag is here for just one spell he would otherwise have?
Sure.
What's that?
What's that?
Enlarge person.
Just to be even.
I want to wrestle one.
Wrestle
Wait,
one.
Can you make yourself big enough for that?
I mean, like, we kind of play it fast and loose, but it'd be OP if I could just change Squish's actual, like, combat mass whenever I wanted.
All right, let's roll for initiative then.
Um,
Did I know Squish was going to wrestle a dinosaur when I woke up this morning? No. But I did hope.
Dinosaur on a technicality.
Pegasaur? Oh, no. Wait a minute. So dinosaur is terrible lizard, so it would be Dino Pig. Terrible pig.
Feral Pig.
All right. So we'll say Skrag casts enlarge on Squish. And then Athoz, you get the first turn.
So we can see these Velociraptor or Triceratops, right?
Yes.
I don't. I'm just fascinated by this. What kind of alchemist decides to? You know what? Never mind. He is going to look at a. Actually, hang on. Before I say that, he's just gonna move a little closer, just being out of sight of the Triceratops.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to hold action. If one of the Triceratops notices, he is going to cast Mirror Image as soon as he's been noticed,
Okay.
and that'll be the end of his turn.
All right. So the Tricerapig on the top here is gonna squeak and chirp as it kind of stomps over to where this kind of big tree is, and it's gonna kind of reach its paws up on the edges of this big container and then kind of hoist itself up as it's gonna chomp and chew on the branches of this tree.
Wait, if they're not fighting us, why are we... Well, I mean, I'll fight them, but...
Well, you said you wanted to wrestle one of them.
I know, but I assumed initiative meant they were on their way to fuck our shit. Well, Squish is not going to make that distinction, but, you know, me personally,
Okay.
Squish still wants to eat one.
So we're gonna say the other one here though is gonna let out an alert chirp as I'm gonna say
I'm making another one, by the way, that will have an alarm sound. Give me just a second.
I love you so much.
alright, Zest, make a stealth roll for me.
A stealth roll. Stealth roll. Hang on. Hold on. Stealth roll. Stealth. There it is. 11.
It has seen you, and it is going to start stomping towards you. It has 50 feet of movement.
Jiminy
As,
Christmas.
As the moment that he sees me, the spell activates,
All right.
and how many does it create? Okay, so as it sees me, 3 other copies appear around it.
All right.
I don't
It
know how to
is-
make that happen.
Okay,
So-
so it is going to hold on. Okay. All right, so it is going to try to make a gore attack.
Let's
And
see.
then
I rolled a d20 So I got 3 copies. And the
So it has to be
20.
a 6 or higher for it to attack
Hello?
a duplicate.
Alright, so 15.
All right. So it gores one of the duplicates that disappears in a shimmer as it lets out a honking sound that expresses confusion.
Hey, Pidge, can we get some honks in there too, please?
Some honks in there.
Honks. Okay.
Some honks in there.
Maybe just go with Goose, but pitch down. I don't know.
Quack.
All right. And then next up is Squish.
Okay. Yes. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this. Squish leaps upon the dinosaur. What a wonderful sentence. All right.
The autism is real right now.
Oh,
It's real. God.
all right. It has to beat a 31 for a grapple check.
All right. Here we go.
Audio file posted. Working on the next one.
It loses.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, this is hilarious. Oh,
I'm gonna have like 10 different
it
files.
now has to beat a 15, or it is prone.
It rolled a 9.
God damn, Dino Pig.
All right. As you take take down this the Tricerapig as it's squeaking and wailing grows ever more distressed.
Don't make me feel bad. Squish doesn't have the ability. And then a bonus one of these. Boop.
All right, that's 11 points of bludgeoning. There we go.
Yeah, Squish gives it a good thump. Get in my belly.
All right, and then next up is Durakka.
Me.
You now have advantage on all your melee attacks on this pig.
Sweet. One sec. Can I even get in there?
Yeah, you can occupy the same square. It'd be more accurate to imagine that Squish is in the same square as the dinosaur.
Gotcha. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to. There we go. Good. And then I'm gonna smack it.
All right, you have advantage.
Oh wait, I'm not raging, so turn that off. With my freaking greatsword, I'm gonna, yeah, huh.
All right, that hits.
Sweet. So 11 bludgeoning as I just smack it with my sheathed massive sword.
Oh, I didn't bring it up last time, but I was after that vampire fight. I was actually gonna let you kind of choose between whether you did like bludgeoning or slashing with your sword, if you'd like to.
Oh, I kind of pictured after I had defeated after we fought off the vampire pirates, like the sword just kind of like resheathed itself.
Oh yeah, okay.
So now it's kind of stuck, locked again until I find another worthy foe.
All right, sounds good. All right, and then you don't have any other attacks?
I thought you had one.
Oh right, I have 2 attacks now
Oh,
because
Yep.
That's another 7 bludgeoning.
All right, 7 bludgeoning. Okay, and then is there anything else you would like to do?
No, I was actually about to say, and then that's my turn.
Oh, okay. All right, Athoz is next.
Okay, since I'm kind of too close to this thing, Athoz is gonna begin dancing as he activates his magic and goes into blind dancing.
All right.
Okay, not blight song. Sorry, it's been a while. Blight song. There we go. And he's gonna attack with his rapier at the thing. Let's see.
All
18.
right, 18 hits.
It's like 7 damage,
Okay.
or I guess poke it for 7 damage.
Pokey, stabby, stab.
Parry, thrust,
Yeah.
ho ho.
Very thrusty. And then that is it.
All
As I
right.
keep my mirror images around this Tricer pig.
All right. The other Triceratops is going to rush to the aid of its mate, as it's going to try to charge at Squish. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to say it's probably moves in right around here. So if this gore attack hits, Squish has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
That's a 26. For 27 points of piercing damage. And then I need a DC 13 strength save.
Okay. And I get to do that with advantage and with my wisdom modifier instead.
Yes. All right, so Squish is not knocked prone and trampled. But you are gored as the one of the horns kind of pokes through, jabs through Squish.
Ouch.
And that is its turn. All right. The other Tricerapig is going to try to break free. And it rolled an 8.
I would beat that if I fail, so I think it's just a failure, right? I mean, I'll roll for it. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
I think a 27 probably beats an 8. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
the expert at math, but...
All right. Oh, another big one just dropped.
Oh, shit. 2 seconds. This sounds so much like how I think a dinosaur would sound. It's crazy.
It is literally just a pitch down guinea pig sound with some reverb. That's it.
It's so good. I don't know why it works, but it does.
All right. And then Squish is up next.
Okay, let's see. Won't be a... All right. So, Squish did not like being gored. So, just gonna schmack-a-doodle the one that gored him.
Mm-hmm. That is a hit.
And it now needs to make a DC 16. That's con, right? Yeah, con.
Okay.
Stunning strike.
Roll a 10.
It is stunned until the end of my next turn.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to attack the one being proned. So that's another 9 bludgy.
All right.
And the bonus. So 20.
Excellent. So the
And that's me.
The grappled Triceratops is now bloodied. All right, and then Durakka's up next.
Me. I'm gonna just smack that same. I'm gonna rage actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna smack that same big ol' freaking pig. Boom.
Wham bam. So 11 points of damage as you're whacking it.
And then another one. Hooah.
Oh, nice.
Crit.
This giant, adorable, vicious guinea pig just has its entire face mashed into, like, just goo. And then that's my turn.
All right. Well, it's not dead yet. All right. Next up is Athoz.
That makes the goof face thing even more horrifying.
Oh gosh.
No, give me a second though. Hang on. I'm almost there. I'm just gonna smack it with my blade. Oh,
You got advantage.
I got advantage. Okay. Alright, I have to just stand up here real quick. Smack. Hello. Smack.
All right.
18.
All right. 8 points of damage as the first Tricerapig is dead.
And that is my turn.
All right. So the surviving Tricerapig is going to try and stompy stomp on Squish.
Nope, it's stunned.
Oh, that's right. It's stunned. Never mind. Stunned as it watches its mate die, and Squish is up next.
Okay, man. This combo is already starting to feel like one of those, but Squish is going to grapple it with automatic success because it's stunned. And I guess I can automatically prone it too, so wrestling more dinosaurs.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
And hop. And give it a whack.
All right, so that actually does not land. Its armor class is
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, Squish just gets overexcited because they're gonna get to eat dinosaur. Dino pig. That's like gonna be even better. Rabbit and duck. I've actually had rabbit and duck together in a dish. It's really good.
Ooh.
And that is turn.
Okay. All right. Durakka's up next.
Woohoo. Alright, I'm gonna hua and then schmack.
All right.
And
11
then
points of damage.
schmack again.
And then 14 more. All right. All right, then Athoz.
I'm just gonna poke it again. Ah, God, my legs.
What's happened to your legs?
I'm running up the stairs.
Oh no, his bones.
Because my
What's
bones
hurting
can't
your
take it.
bones?
There you go, 20.
All right.
8 points.
8 points of damage. Alrighty. Okay.
And it is no longer stunned.
Alright, it's no longer stunned. It's going to try to break free. 22.
All right. All right. 20. Are you guys seeing this shit? Are you guys seeing this shit? So that's me, right? Because I'm defender.
Yeah, I guess in that case you would be the defender. So yeah, that goes to Squish, as it is still grappled and prone. And then Squish is up.
But it fights quite mightily.
Verily.
Quite mightily indeed.
All right, and then next is Squish.
Yep. All right, let's see. Just gonna give it the all three.
All right. Let me do the math on that really quick. 20, 34, 46. All right. It is on its last legs. And next up is Durakka.
Me. Gonna just smack it again.
All
Huh.
right.
And then
And you smack it, and it is dead.
I smack it again anyway.
Smack it again anyway.
Now turbo dead. You get 20 demi XP.
All right. The second Tricerapig falls.
It's like dead after the first time I hit it. Before it hits the ground, though, I smack it again to knock it down.
Maybe a little overboard, but
If you'd crit failed on that useless strike, I would have imagined Squish getting knocked off it like a baseball.
All right, and then so as the second Tricerapig falls, you see this basically hydroponics laboratory where various forms of water plants were being studied and examined before the dino pigs potentially killed everybody and overrun the place. But through the destruction, you see the path ahead as the three of you continue onwards. And then
Squish is going to take a quick break to heal. It took some pretty substantial damage to its plasma from that gore.
mm-hmm.
I need a rest. I am leaking.
okay.
Okay, so gonna burn some key to go along with that dice. Okay. All right. Short rest. Are we in agreed? Or maybe I'll just short rest inside Athos's. No, wait. Athoz doesn't have a bag of holding, does he?
No. He does not.
No.
I don't think anybody else of us have a bag holding.
Yeah, only Skrag.
Only Skrag can make one. I don't think he made one so far yet either.
Well, he's got one, doesn't he?
He's got one?
Yeah, it's a what you call it? Not invocation. What's it called when the artificers? It's
Artificing?
yeah, but there's a name for it. Irrelevant. Jack can remind us whenever we see him again. Yeah, so Squish will rest as fast as it can, but
Okay.
yeah, I was less than half health there.
All right.
Actually, no, you know what? Instead of a rest, Squish will heal up by eating one of the dinosaurs, since there's no time limit required, and Squish is too worried about Ori to take an outright rest. So that's 2 key, and Squish will be back on the road, literally turning dinosaur meat into itself on the route.
Okay.
How long does the enlarge last?
Good question.
Sorry, I'll look that up. I'm asking.
I want to say it's an hour. I may be wrong.
It lasts up to a minute.
Ah, okay.
Minute a level. Yeah. Okay,
So-
back to normal.
Yeah. So, as you're making your way through the jungle, it's probably another good, maybe like 20, 30 minutes, kind of charging through the massive path that this monstrosity that kidnapped Ari has created. And eventually you find yourselves in an open clearing. You see a few kind of tall, rocky lumps or spires around, as it seems like a very peaceful place in the jungle. Quiet. The rocky formations around it kind of almost sheltering it from the sounds of the outside world. As you see kind of past these two small ponds, there appears to be like an ancient shrine of sorts. Swords embedded in the ground, kind of lining the way to where this fallen skeleton is. Seems kind of humanoid-like, somewhere between maybe 6.5 to 7 feet tall, as like vines and moss have kind of grown and overtaken the armor, deteriorated away to almost nothing. Gonna pan the camera over to Ari for a moment, as Ari, this massive creature that has taken you into this cave, when it first took you here, it gently sets you down into what appears to be like a writhing mass of kind of soft, furry bodies. And then you'll realize they're about maybe like you-sized in length, and they're making small little chirping and purring sounds as you feel these little like nibbles and bites on your limbs, and little like licks across your face as you hear these kind of high-pitched little squeaks as this appears to be like a litter of small kind of pinkish looking bodies greets you with excitement.
Holy shit, I've been adopted.
And this giant dino pig sets you down and even starts like licking you, trying to clean you, and you feel its teeth kind of scrape against your armor, as if it's kind of lets out a little like huff of irritation as it kind of it tries to chew your armor a bit, but all it does is kind of like leave pretty large dents in it. What kind of armor is Ari wearing again?
I think she's got like. Hang on, let me look at it. I think it's leather armor.
Oh,
Yeah, leather armor.
okay. So it just kind of gently licks.
No, it's a
and-
breastplate. It's a breastplate.
Oh, breastplate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it crunches your breastplate, and it basically nibbles on you until the breastplate is torn off, and then it starts meticulously cleaning you, kind of wiping all the space grime and dirt off of you, and purring very affectionately as it seems to have mistaken you for one of its own.
Holy shit! I've been adopted.
And it looks like your token's pretty beat up, so feel free to put yourself back to full health.
Yeah.
Because you would have had
I don't
a
think
long
I
rest.
I don't think I healed up after the long rest. 1 second.
Yeah, when she got exploded on 12 times.
Yeah.
I swear there was like only 2 vampire detonations that didn't hit you.
Yeah.
Ari was just fucking running into it with her mouth open.
Why won't it update?
Oh, no, it updated.
It didn't update for me.
Oh, try refreshing your page really quick.
God damn it!
Oh, I feel that the API thing keeps crashing at involuntary moments, and it means I need to restart it or the API features stop working. I think I've got the kinks worked out, but
Thanks.
hey, you said breastplate. I didn't
Yeah.
say anything.
Pity.
Anyway, so after the Dino Pig is satisfied with cleaning you, that's when it kind of, like, you try to get up and then it just kind of like pushes you back down again, as if telling you to rest.
Okay. She's gonna just kind of get in there, I guess.
And you're buried in little baby dino pigs as they cuddle with you for warmth.
What a time to be alive.
Sure, it's going to be upsetting when Squish rushes in and eats everything.
And yeah, they are soft little furry bodies just trying to keep their little hairless sibling warm, as they are purring and giving little chirps, and the massive dino pig storms off in search for presumably more food, and it leaves the cave, and you're just kind of lying there buried in baby dino pigs for a bit. What would you like to do?
Hang on, let me roll for stupid. All right.
Oh no, it's stupid.
So this ain't half bad. She's comfy. It's soft. Presumably she's safe. She's just gonna vibe. She's gonna hang out with these little shits.
All right. Time passes.
You know, hands behind her head, like just leaning back, relaxing. This is the life.
All right. Time passes, and as everyone else arrives, the three of you find this cave, kind of lined with rusted, deteriorating swords, leading up to where this skeleton has laid to rest. And then you see the cave. Squish, you smell the dino pig that carried Ari off. And you even catch a small whiff of Ari as well. And in the ground, you see there are several footprints of where this giant creature has been to before. You think that this is its lair.
Let's see. Squish calls out to Ari. Ari, we are here to bring you back if you are not eaten.
Sure, guys, come on in. And as she like calls, I want to say that like the other little baby pigs start like peeping after her. You know when you do like the
Oh, yeah.
the turkey noise and then a bunch of turkeys make the noise back at you?
I do that all the time. We have so many turkeys here.
Yeah.
It works sometimes.
Yeah.
Squish enters the cave after Ari's voice.
She's essentially crowd surfing on baby dino, like the dino pigs.
Yes. So these are... It is a swarm of 42 3-foot-tall dino pigs. Or I should say, Tyrannopigus rexes.
I needed to write that down or else I would have forgotten it.
But yeah, as Ari kind of gets up and walks around, this swarm of 42 that kind of just suddenly fill like a good chunk of the cave start like peeping and squeaking and kind of milling about as like they're used to Ari's scent, and they start kind of paddling over to each of you as they smell Ari's scent on you. And it is full of chirps and weeks and purrs.
Squish, however, does not have Ari's scent on it.
All right, they avoid Squish.
Okay.
But they seem drawn to Athoz and Durakka.
Oh dear. This is not good. Miss
So
Hardy,
I
we
got
need to
adopted.
leave. Yeah, we need to leave.
What? Why?
These are Tyrannopigus rexes.
But they're cute. Look at them.
Right now.
How long would you want to stay in this cave?
I mean, it's comfy.
You can have comfy in all sorts of places, and it won't smell like pig poop, and it won't have nothing to do. You love to steal things. What are you going to do? Steal from the pigs? All they want is meat.
They're omnivores.
Hey, Ari, make a perception roll for me.
Perception. Oh no. Where is it? There it is.
So while you were kind of vibing with the piggies, kind of noticed, I'm gonna say, you may or may not have subconsciously grabbed something from somewhere, but you are, as this conversation is happening, you are in your hands, in one hand actually, holding a bag of holding.
What in the fuck?
Yeah, she just she'll just like be talking about the pigs and like how she got here as she's like throwing the bag of holding over her shoulder like she always had it.
And I'm gonna say everyone else. You can see like not too far behind Ari, probably around where the guinea pig pile was. You still see a few kind of sleepy dino pigs on this pile of treasure and gems.
How big a pile are we talking here?
Let's say a few thousand gold coin, a few thousand coins.
Yeah, I wish I was Livy right now. I wish I was Livy right now. No, gotta be nice.
Oh,
Gotta be
look.
nice.
Money.
Money. Oh. I wonder if oh god, I can't now say this right. I wonder if the Tyrannosaurus rexes are kind of like dragons, and they hoard whatever they get. Or maybe it's because of their victims who they eat.
There's no poop, though. Oh, wait. Is it like regurgitated?
I don't know. Is
Oh,
it?
is that a question for me?
Yeah.
At the DM, how much poop is in this place?
Which people
Be very descriptive.
No, please.
I want.
They're just
I want
giant
color, I want
pellets.
consistency.
Pellets, but pellets the size of a VW microbus.
If you can invent television for us, that'd be cool.
I'm gonna say you do see piles of large pellets, and you almost mistake it for like just heaps of mud, and then you get another look and you're like, oh, that's pig shit.
Awesome. But yeah, I mean, like, is the gold deliberately there, or was it there before the pig got here?
I'm gonna say it was probably there before the pig got there.
You should take this money. You love money.
I sure do.
The problem is, we don't have much time.
It'll be fine. And she's gonna wade back into the sea of babies to go grab money.
All right.
Yeah, Squish is going to help. And how this basically is going to really work is Squish is just a big funnel attached to Ari's bag of holding, and
Like
you
a fucking
just
microwave.
yeah,
It's a
more like
fucking
a vacuum cleaner. Yep, we Kirbying this shit.
I was actually kind of imagining it like Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah,
But yeah, as Ari kind of goes back in to start picking up the treasure, all of you feel a familiar rumble in the ground. Mama's coming. So
Ari is going to call out to everyone to drop and vibe with the babies. Like pretend, like she's gonna tell everybody to pretend to be a baby guinea pig.
all right.
Squish straight up takes the shape of one of the babies. Squish looks just like it, except that instead of its face, it's Squish's little emoji face.
I guess Athoz just drops.
All right. It is going to take about 5 minutes for Mama Dino Pig to come back. As
Oh, 5 minutes? Can we
Yeah.
get out in that much time? 5 minutes seems like a lot.
Yeah, when you said she's coming, I was like,
Oh.
oh, she's here.
oh, okay. I meant to imply like you feel her. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself there before I say that. You can feel her arrival before you see her.
Arrive.
Arrive.
Oh my god.
I'm arriving.
No. God damn it.
I always fake all
Sex
my
joke.
arrivals.
Sorry. I'll be good.
So you have enough time to grab the loot into the bag of holding. And then you can try to leave or blend in with the piggies.
If we blend in, we might be stuck here for a while.
Yeah, we can leave. Can I
Alright.
keep one?
No.
Aw.
You
Why?
cannot keep, because they grow. You see the size of the mother. They will grow very big before they reach adulthood. And unfortunately, the Astral Reaver does not have the space for a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Alright.
Although, if we kept it aboard the ship, it would be out in the astral sea so often, it could take a very long time to grow too big.
Squish.
You stop
We're not
growing out there. Or
You're not
aging.
helping You're not helping right now.
Who wants to make a stealth roll for the group with a DC of 14?
I'm on it.
Uh,
I am on it.
Who has the biggest stealth in the fucking group?
You want to stealth
Alright.
off, girl? Come on.
I have a +7.
Alright. And assuming that somebody is helping, I'm going to say that counts as a 25 because that's what you rolled with advantage.
Yeah,
for.
Squish will help.
Yeah. Not to mention being scented by the baby dino pigs. As Mama Tyrannosaurus Rex comes stomping in, there is a brief moment where she kind of looks around for Ari as you see that she is carrying a big bundle of looks like a berry bush in her mouth. Several berry bushes in her mouth as she kind of lets out a low purr. The swarm of 40 or so baby Tyrannosaurus Rexes kind of chirping and squeaking around her as the four of you manage to slip out of the cave undetected. And you hear the bushes drop as when you finally disappear into the jungle, going through the foliage in the bush, you hear kind of a long, loud kind of trumpeting screech, a call from a mother to a misplaced baby pig. As you go through the jungle and return to the Astral Reaver. When you return back to the village, you see that the crew has set up a decently sized campfire where they are roasting some of the velocipigs, similar to the ones that you ran into earlier. And some impromptu graves for the remains of the gnomes. As you see the captain kind of overlooking the impromptu burial site. Kind of, there aren't really a lot of moments where you've seen him like kind of genuinely sad. But this seems to be one of those moments as he just shakes his head, takes a puff out of his long pipe, and kind of says, What a pity.
It is sad.
Yes, we investigated we did some searching around the village. And we found some of the research notes. Seems they were experimenting on some of the local wildlife, and it got out of control.
Yes, that is the thing about when you change life. Life finds a way.
That is very deep of you, Squish.
As the captain kind of gives a nod, and he's holding this journal as he just kind of drops it on the ground. And it flips open, and for those that look, you can see like kind of sketches of a kind of the concept of a theme park based around various types of dino pigs. They were gonna call it Pigrassic Park.
I knew it.
Oh, poor fools.
And they call it Huge Ass Pig Park. Oh, so good. I think I'm actually going to watch that shit. This is so funny.
All right, and but yeah, as you all return, the captain gives a signal to kind of pack things up. As you see, kind of some impromptu repairs were done to the Astral Reaver, so that it doesn't take on water when it's kind of lowered into water. And as everything's all packed up and loaded on, you all kind of get back onto the ship and sail off to your next destination as the air envelope is refreshed and you're ready to finish the last leg of your journey as entering the upper atmosphere of the planet and leaving the solar system. You see, well, probably for all of you except for Ari, you see a familiar asteroid in the distance. The Rock of Brawl.
We are here.
It's been a while.
It has felt like a long time.
And that is where we're going to end it.